I suppose what you're asking yourself is... what the hell is that? Well, excuse me. Breakfast of Champions. This is a bag, U.S. Army Duffle Bag. Apparently, they're throwing them away around here, but they're paid for. But anyhow, see the buckets on the back of my bike here? There's a good explanation for that. It's for riding around and salvaging things of value. I also use these. I get a different set, of course, because this is for, you know, debris and stuff. But harvesting, we're going to use them for harvesting this year. We're going to do varieties of different plants. We're going to do fruits and vegetables and things like that. But what I had planned to do was, I'm in Missouri and I'm traveling around. I have a tent, you know, I'm camping, and I plant things where I camp at, and then I leave. You know, if it's a good area, I clean the place up. You know, I try to burn some of the debris off, spread ash around, you know, so it keeps some of the ticks down. You know, just clean the place up, which is what I'm doing. And every time I go somewhere, I end up getting a bag of cans. For some weird reason, metal is very prominent in this area for road debris. You know, we're talking road debris. Find all kinds of items on the side of the road. You know, just stuff about, like, you know, just you run over this every day. You know, you run over stuff like this every day. This is what I find laying on the side of the road. That thermos is expensive, by the way. But I find phones and computers and stuff. But the main thing I wanted to do the video was for, we're talking about just basic responsibility and something cool that you can do with your bike. This is one of my favorites. It's a small one, of course, and it doesn't have a lot of frills on it. I don't care. I don't want that. I just want a bike that works. Trek seems to be a good bike for me. This is an older one. It was given to me as a gift. My green one that I originally started doing all this on, I call that my beater, but it was nice. It was of course, it was a store-bought one, but they call it a department store. That doesn't mean it's high quality or anything, I guess. But anyhow, this is my setup for my bike. I'll ride my bike. I'll check it, see if it's magnetic. That means if it's not a good likelihood, and if it kind of looks goofy like aluminum, you know, I don't know if you know what that looks like, but we'll go into detail about that. I'll ride my bike a lot. This is full of cans. These are crushed cans, so you're going to get 20 pounds. If you can fill up one of these bags, like I do on a daily basis. It only took me 30 minutes to fill this up, by the way. Depending on where you live at, like I said, that's a commodity, so it fluctuates in price. Depending on where you live at, that was an easy $10 to $15 right there, boom. 30 minutes, 45 minutes, riding your bike. Are you kidding me? People go to the workout gym. People go to the gym to work out, and they pay them people. I ain't. Not me. No. I'm going to be outside in the element. Oh. Anyway, this is what I was talking about. So, you see things like this laying in the road. You run over it. It causes you to have a flat tire. You have an accident. And what happens if you have an accident at 70 miles an hour with a flat tire? You die. Or you freak out, or you hit the car next to you, or you... Some people just go, oh, we got a flat, boom, 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 boom. Whatever, you know. But this is stuff that's laying in the road. I mean, if you can tell, it has a kind of a weird sheen to it. Okay, but this is a magnet on the end of this. I paid $1 for that. I actually cheated. I had magnets that I had found. Remember, this is the whole point. We're trying to... Everything I find is what I'm going to use, okay? So, I had a magnet I had, but somebody snagged it because they liked it. But you notice it doesn't stick, okay? I'll give you a good example. See, it doesn't stick. You Cruising down the road, you see debris. Put it in the bucket, kids. It's not very hard. I'll show you a piece of metal that does stick. These are cans. The other kind that you find laying on the road, but you should recycle these too if you can. Get it? Haha. Notice this. See, it sticks. It's magnetic. They don't want magnetic stuff unless they have another purpose for it. But that sticks. That's magnetic. So that's not aluminum. It might have some contents of aluminum in it. I don't know who ate out of that or what it was, but man, they sure don't know how to open a can. But yeah, I'll find stuff like that just out of courtesy. What I'll do is I'll throw it in that bucket, you know, and then you get back on, you keep riding. But general courtesy of just riding your bike around and stuff, and you need to, you know, and plus you're making a couple bucks, man. I was like, what's not to like about that? You're exercising, you're picking the place up. It's springtime. I mean, there's plenty to do. You got seed stock. What are you going to do? Watch the grass grow? You know, gardening's not hard. That's probably why a lot of people don't do it, because it's not complicated enough. They want something complicated. They want to go to college for 20 years. Why? At an agricultural school that experiments with plants. Why don't you just stick with the original intent? Scratch the earth's surface a little bit with your finger and chunk a seed down and crap on it every once in a while, you know, something. Let the cows stomp on it a little bit. Anyhow, like I said, I was going to show you this, but it's pretty easy to identify aluminum. Doesn't stick. First of all, magnets don't stick to aluminum. This is a good example of the color. See, we're looking at a color here, right? See the color? It's kind of... I don't want to get too close because I don't want to scare you. But, this is the color of aluminum. Actually, it was called extrusion aluminum, and it's extruded because it's squeezed, you know, kind of like a lot of things are, through a tube, and it comes out the other end while it's still in a liquid form. Then this cools and becomes, you got it. Notice my magnet doesn't stick to it, see? That's aluminum. This kind of looks like it, but guess what? Let's go over that again. See? Magnet. So we have ferrous, and non-ferrous. I still haven't figured out the difference between ferrous and non-ferrous. I think one is magnetic, of course. Ferrous, non-ferrous. I guess ferrous and non-ferrous. I'll have to figure that out. I'll put it up there so you can check it out, though. But once you get done riding your mountain bike around, throwing cans in there, or you stop and you have one of these luxurious, prepaid for duffel bags that the surplus guys want to still sell you after we've already paid for this gear. Hint, hint, anybody out there who wants to do something about that. I would like to have some gear. I've already paid for all this. I'm a taxpayer. What's going on? I have to rebuy this again? And when I get it, it's boogered up. I found this in a dumpster. So, get done with your bag. That's 20 pounds. I mean, you can haul 20 pounds around, can't you? Put it on your bucket. Your bucket will hold it if you got a good enough bungee system on there. Look at this, one strap, my man. Just strap it up. There you go. Now you're ready to go. Then you take it down to... See, I have two of them. Take it down to the store. And show it off to all your friends. No, you don't take it to public places like that. We're going to go to a recycling place. It's called salvage and reclamation. So you're reclamating. You're turning things back in. I find fire extinguishers, you know, you name it, man. I got all kinds of cool stuff. But to make your job a lot easier, use one of these. You'll be on your bike and you can just go, oh, is that magnetic or not? And then if it's in the road, please be polite and either get it off the road, put it somewhere up next to one of those posts, you know, the mile markers, so the highway people can see it and they'll pick it up, or somebody who does this, like me, that does steel, they'll pick it up and it won't be in the highway. But what I specialize in is, you can see this is pretty much my running system. I don't want to do any more than that. I mean, $10, $15, $20 a day. Sometimes I make $75 to $100. It's plenty for me. I don't have a lot of expenses. I don't have a washing machine and I don't have a dryer, so therefore I don't have a bill. I have a clothesline. I don't want to show you, but I have a clothesline. And that's how I dry my clothes. And how I wash my clothes is, how do you get them so clean? I have a bucket. Anyhow, so without further ado, I just wanted to show y'all that. There you go. That's how you do it.